I'm really pleased that we won. I told the guys this in the locker room. You got to win games sometimes when things don't go your way, and it kind of gets messed up out there. And at the end there, it got a lot more interesting than I thought it needed to get. And certainly give Johnny and his group credit for kind of continuing to battle back. Because we went up 15, and I thought we decided after we had a 3 to go up 15, and then I thought we forgot how to play basketball for a while, So I wasn't pleased with that. I was really pleased with everything we did up to that point, or the majority of the things we did up to that point. And then I thought we just got casual, and I thought we stopped doing the things that we work on in practice every day. But what I'm pleased with, and you guys know I'm really positive after a win on the day of the game. Now tomorrow in film might not be so positive, but what I'm really pleased with is we just found a way, and that's the most important quality of a good team, and we got to build on that part of it. I thought defensively in the first half, that's as active as we've been guarding the drive, and it was multiple things. It's not just the guy guarding the ball handler, and that was pretty good tonight. It's the guys off the ball, and I thought we were collectively really defending in the first half, and I was really pleased with our defensive effort there. So there was some really good stuff. I told him in the hallway here a second ago, he had a couple defensive errors in a bad stretch, back-to-back defensive possessions. But outside of that, I thought he was phenomenal, and he hits a couple really big shots down the stretch that we needed, and made a couple really big plays. So I was really pleased with that. I thought Landers Nolly in the first half defensively maybe as good as I've seen him defend. Vic had a nice night, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, gives us a lift, and I can kind of keep going down the line. But there was a lot of good stuff, and then, like I said, after we went up 15, there's a lot of bad stuff, but we found a way, and I'm pleased with that.
16 steals. Was there something you saw on tape that they were a little loose with it? It looked like the guards were aggressive as soon as the ball got out in front, or was it just the flow of the game? And
there's always multiple factors to things like that, and they probably weren't as secure with the ball. We always got to look at their side of it too, because they have great perimeter players that are really good off the bounce. But I did think our defense was significantly more active, and that's the area that we've been really critical of our defense as a coaching staff, that we're doing some nice things, but we're just not getting our hands on enough balls. We're not generating, Justin, I know, is the KenPom expert in the crowd here, and he knows we're not generating enough turnovers. Our turnover percentage is really low. So, again, we've been emphasizing that in practice, and it was good to see us get our hands on some balls today.
Big guy gets 18 points in the second half and just finds a way and makes all his free throws. So, Victor Logan.
Yeah, I thought he played well. You guys know I'm so hard on him because of how good I think he is. I thought he had some really nice defensive possessions. I thought he had a couple of defensive breakdowns too during that stretch. Just kind of relaxing when the ball moved, and then he's late to close out. Then he wasn't in a stance on a possession where what's his name? Gosh, I should know his name because he's really, really, really dang good. Hendricks, kind of just blows by him like he's a matador. So I thought there were a couple breakdowns there, but other than that, I thought he was pretty dang good, guys. And 6 for 6 from the free throw line. He works at his shot like crazy, and I think you're starting to see some results in games. But those 6 free throws meant a lot tonight.
is he allowed to start taking threes now, or
No.
a couple more games?
We're not there yet. We'll get there. We are going to get there. That is the next evolution. But he got to go 6 for 6. Maybe 3 or 4 more in a row if we're going to do it this year.
You've talked about his talent, NBA level talent. There's a lot of scouts here to see Hendricks. Do you think Vic might have showed he's a guy to keep an eye on in that realm too?
I think he's capable of playing at that level. I think he has that potential. He knows. I'm not saying anything that he doesn't know. I think what they see when they watch, I don't know. I can just tell you what I see, and I do think Vic has the ability to play at that level. He's got to continue to grow, but I think people that know basketball see the instincts, they see the length, they see that he's improving at a really fast rate. So,
Wes, 7 assists and just 1 turnover for David in 34 minutes. How important is it for you as a head coach to have a guy to rely on down the stretch? They make a run, they tie the game, and you get the ball to him, good things happen.
Yeah, I kind of talked about it in my opening remarks. I mean, he closed us out tonight. I mean, those were big shots that we needed. We got the switch. You know, you isolate, and he's isolating on, you know, you just said it, there's probably, I don't know how many NBA teams were here tonight, but I know who they were here to see because he's a projected top 15 pick, and it's because he's 6'9", 6'10", and he can guard multiple positions. So we get the switch, and I thought Dave made a really nice play twice to get shots over the top. That he was again, David was really good. I'm proud of his performance for sure.
Rob made a huge emphasis on the defensive end here in this one. What did you think of his performance today, and how great is it to have a guy like Rob, an elite defender, back after missing most of the season with an injury?
Rob's a Bearcat, guys. We were frustrated with him and John going down, and everybody knew that, and we had to kind of check ourselves that we had to stop being frustrated and worry about what we could control as a program, as a staff. But I think people can see why there was some frustration because he's reliable. He's been in big games and big moments, and now you can see some of the defensive effort, and he's going to do some other things offensively too. But I thought he had a real impact on the game tonight.
Mike on a little bit of a shooting slump right now. What do you do with the guy when they go from that stretch where he was hitting almost 50-60%, and now he's struggling to get it in?
Well, guys like Micah and myself that are great shooters, we don't go have shooting slumps. I don't believe in shooting slumps. You just keep taking good shots. You keep getting in the gym and working every day. And he's been doing that. And I thought his shot selection tonight was fine. You know, I thought he took good ones. I thought he was wide open. And he knows this. That's the last thing he needs to worry about other than working at it every day. Take the right ones, just go out there and defend and play the right way, which he's done all year. He'll start making them again. I'm not worried about it.
The improvement in execution efficiency of the past month plus has been pretty obvious. Was there a turning point? Is there something you can point to or put in context, or is it just what you talked about where it was this team building and getting better?
Yeah, I've said this all along. I want to say this first to you because you know this by now. Asking me a question like that, it's about tomorrow. I mean, we got to get better tomorrow, and that's where our mentality has to be. But you know, every time for the last 6-8 weeks that you look back after 2 weeks ago, man, we're better than we were 2 weeks ago, and then we're better than we were 2 weeks ago, and that part's been fun. Now, sometimes within that 2-week stretch, we took 2-3 steps forward and then 1-2 steps back. And that's been some of the frustration, but we have been steadily improving over time, and that's got to continue. We certainly haven't freaking arrived because the minute you think you've arrived, that's when you take those steps backwards. And I think that's the mentality that we got to have all the time, even if we go up 15 at home. You know.
It's a hard-fought win. You close out. The students are happy. Does it matter to you that it's a quadrant 2 win?
No, I don't get into all that. Control what you can control, and that's getting better today, getting prepared for the next game. That stuff all shakes out the way it's supposed to, and I really believe that. You know, when you look at your schedule, as you're putting it together, you want to have enough games to prepare to, you know, be a team that's an at-large team in the tournament. So you do that in preparation. Once you get in the season, it's just about the next day. I do want to say this. Our building was a factor tonight. Our crowd was a factor. Our students were a factor tonight. You know, I thought they gave us a great lift. You know, we foul a 3-point shooter up 4, and they're in a precarious position on that offensive possession. And man, I'm sitting there going, that's a real environment shooting a free throw in a tight game on the road. And it wasn't just that moment, but honestly, I thought our fans were phenomenal. I thought our students were phenomenal. So thank you, and we'd love more of that, but we really appreciate it.
It was a good foul, right?
Yeah, Ches will tell you it was a good foul for that reason, for sure.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.